I'm Keith, and this is my dad, Kerwin. Welcome back to Father and Son, Star Wars podcast.
Thank you for joining us. As you can tell, we're in a different location. We'll explain to you why we're in a different location.
We've moved.
No, we haven't moved. No, we're here.
Well, I mean, we have, sort of.
No. We're
not like pack up our stuff and move, just move.
We're actually in Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll explain to you why we're in Cincinnati. But for now, we just wanted to say thank you again for joining us on our this episode.
Please subscribe to our podcast. And as always, it really helps. And you can always unsubscribe. Plus, please leave us a comment in the chat to let us know what we're doing and any recommendations for future episodes.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 6.
From the desert comes a stranger.
All right. So when we left off with Chapter 5, right?
Oh, it's a good one.
The question that we asked is, are we going to see Grogu in Chapter 6, right? And the answer is apparently.
You left me very angry.
Yes, you are not. Yes. I thought that we were going to wait until season 3 of The Mandalorian, but that was not the case. But we'll get to Grogu. Let's start off with the opening scene. All right, we're in Mos Pelgo. Cobb Vanth appears.
Oh yeah, now Cobb Vanth is not a new character. As you probably know, he was in a previous episode of The Mandalorian, but we didn't review it. We might in the future, but we haven't reviewed it yet. So he was also in some of the Aftermath novels, Empire's End and Life's Debt.
Mm-hmm. You're right. So he is a character that was created from a novel a few years back. So Cobb Vanth makes an appearance. Timothy Oliphant, he's a veteran actor. He appeared and he views the Pykes making a sale transaction. And he breaks it up and he tells them, no, we don't want that happening here. Not in my town. I'm the marshal. You need to leave.
All you saw was 3 blaster shots.
Right. And he's quick on the draw. He's a Westerner. And he took care of the Pykes and told the Pykes, don't ever come back. Leave the spice. Take the money. They took off. And the spice that they left, he made sure he checked aside to make sure that was spice. He knocked it over and that spice it went to waste. Okay. That was the opening scene. All right. Now, Djarin. All right. We see the Mandalorian again. He is on his way to this beautiful green planet. He's looking for Grogu.
Yeah, it looks like Oxford to me.
Yeah, they didn't say where it was.
It's probably on the wiki.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll look it up. We'll find out later. So when we get there, Din gets there, he meets R2-D2. Right. And he tells R2 he wants to see the kid. R2 says, well, okay, I'll take you this way. And then R2 just goes to sleep. He just, whenever you're ready to see him, you'll see him. So Mando had to wait a little bit to see the kid.
And by a little bit, it was a very long wait because he fell asleep.
Right. Yes, he did. Meanwhile, we get to see Grogu.
Yep.
And the Jedi Master himself.
Luke
Skywalker is training Grogu. Awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Yes, we get to see the face of Mark Hamill, right? From Return of the Jedi, right? The special effects is just groundbreaking. It's a game changer. He even looks better than he did in the last episode of The Mandalorian. It's wonderful. And to have Mark Hamill doing the voice, it just felt like they're just picking right up from Return of the Jedi. So he is training Grogu. And it's a training montage. We've seen it before when Luke was being trained by Yoda.
And of course he put Grogu on his back.
Yeah, that was a great shot. We see
that gave us memory.
Yes, Luke again running through the planet and he's doing the flips, and it just brings us back to The Empire Strikes Back. And so we see Grogu. All right, so Grogu's there. Now back to Mando. Din Djarin, he wakes up and he finds another visitor.
And it's
Ahsoka Tano shows up, right? And Ahsoka has a heart-to-heart and explains to Din Djarin, and we talked about this last week about the code, the Jedi code, that when you're in training, you have to forgo all other relationships, and your focus has to be on training to become a Jedi Knight. That's all it's about, right? And Din Djarin knew that, but he said, "Okay, well, I came all this way to see the little guy, and I got a gift for him." And but Ahsoka, had to explain to him, it's not a good idea for you to see him, because if he sees you, he's going to lose focus, and he may want to just come back to you, and that won't work out. That won't be good. So unfortunately, Din's heart was broken. He could not see his little boy, and he left the gift for Ahsoka to give, right? And then Ahsoka took the gift to Luke, and Luke was aware that the Mandalorian was there, and also Grogu.
We saw Luke and Ahsoka on screen together.
Yes, and that's another historic moment, unforgettable scene. It's never happened before until now. It was wonderful, and she even referenced his father. Like he's so much like his father. Luke was, thinking about, well, he's not sure if really Grogu is, really focused on becoming a Jedi. So do we really know if that's what he wants to do? And then Ahsoka, as wise as she is, tells Luke, let Grogu make the decision for himself, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So then that's it. And then we leave that scene, and then the Mandalorian flies back to Tatooine.
Yep.
Right, just in time for a family meeting. And Boba is gathering his troops. And we saw Black Chrysanthemum. We saw the mod gang there. The Major Domo was also there for some reason.
He was just in the corner, and the Gamorrean guy was like,
yeah, right. So they're just making sure that he doesn't say too much. So they're getting ready. The only thing that they need is they're aware that the Pykes are strong in numbers. They have a huge number of themselves, working for the syndicate. They need foot soldiers. They, as in Boba's team, needs foot soldiers. So Din Djarin has an idea. I know who I can talk to get more people to join us. He has the Mos Pelgo, and he meets up with Cobb Vanth and explains to him, these Pykes are going to take over this planet, and if it's not happening in your town yet, it's going to happen eventually. And Cobb Vanth didn't tell Din Djarin that they were already there. So Cobb knows that what the Mandalorian is saying is the truth, that they are coming. He knows that it's rampant. The spice is running throughout.
Oh, they're coming. Yeah, there's fleets coming.
They're all through the towns. So he says to Din, it's not. This is not our fight. This has nothing to do with us. We're quiet, peaceful. We're Freetown now. They changed the name of the town to Freetown. We don't want to get involved in this war. So after Mando left, before we even do that, let's talk about the deputy, the new guy. He was giving Din Djarin a hard time, landing his ship, in the no parking zone. It was like, hey, take that ship, put it somewhere else. And, but Cobb had to come out and say, he's new. So, just give him a break. He doesn't really know what he's doing yet. Anyway,
he won't get a chance to.
So Mando takes. You're jumping ahead. Okay, all right. So Mando takes off, and Cobb is aware that what he said, what Mando said, is the truth. They need to get prepared. So he tells one of his townspeople to gather the people. He's going to have a meeting to explain what's going on. And as soon as he says that, there's this shadow, this person coming walking through the desert in the dry heat. And we can barely see him, but it looks like he's wearing some type of hood and a hat, looking like this cowboy coming ready for a duel, and appears.
Guess who?
Spoiler review. Cad Bane, one of the premier bounty hunters from Clone Wars. If you have seen The Bad Batch, he was also in The Bad Batch as well. Bounty hunter. Okay. Now he's a bad dude, and he appears.
remember him.
And Cobb is looking at him, and he's asking him, well, who are you? What's your name? He wouldn't tell him his name. He just told him that Boba is no good. He is a cold-blooded person. He has worked for the Empire. You don't need to listen to Boba Fett, okay? And Cobb was a little intimidated, like, who is this guy? What is this guy going to do? And he's getting ready to draw, and the deputy is out there. He's looking at the sheriff to figure out, okay, well, should I draw first? And are you going to draw first? Or then all of a sudden, everybody draws their blasters, and boom, boom, boom. Cobb gets knocked down. The sheriff, the sheriff Cobb gets knocked down. The deputy, he's out cold. He's not coming. He's not coming back.
Remember what I said? He wouldn't get a chance to win.
He wouldn't get a chance to tell anybody anything anymore.
Yeah.
So he's won with nature. He's gone. But Cobb appears. Cobb appears.
The spice.
One with the spice.
The sand.
He's one with the spice. So we won't be seeing deputy, anytime. So Cobb appears to be injured. Thank goodness, right? We don't want anything to happen to Cobb Vanth. So he seems to be okay. And Cad Bane had the best line of the episode, and I wrote it down. He mentioned, I thought I wrote it down. I don't have it in front of me, but he says, this town belongs to the Pyke Syndicate. And as long as the spice keeps flowing, we're going to leave you alone. And he walks away.
Just turns around and just casually walks away.
Yes.
As if he had just cavalierly bought a new blaster.
Yeah. He told him what was on his mind, and he just walked away. He was bad. Cad Bane. Cad Bane. Look. Okay, that is a bad dude. Anyway, all right. So now, final scene of the episode. We're back to Luke and Grogu.
Yeah. Just a quick sanctuary.
I keep forgetting about that. I just can't, because I can't believe that it happened. The sanctuary. Tell me about the sanctuary. What happened at the sanctuary?
So the Pykes enter, and they have this Camtono filled with, I assume, spice, until the droid's like, sorry, you forgot this. Boom! And the entire place just goes up in flames.
Two Pykes walk into a bar. This is not a joke. Two Pykes walk into a bar. They sit down, and they have the canister, right? And we're thinking that they're there to order a drink. They order a drink, they get up, and they walk out the door, and we're wondering, well, what was that all about? And then the droid that was serving them the drink say, hey, look, you forgot. And all of a sudden, the sanctuary is gone.
Yeah, because is that not the literal definition of eat, shoots, and leaves?
I can't believe it. Like, is Garza's flip? She's no longer. I mean, thank goodness. The band leader took the day off.
Well, Max Rebo wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't think he was there that night. So I don't know. He keeps cheating death. I don't know how he does it. He just knows when to be there and when not to be there. But anyway, Garza flip. Oh my goodness, I can't. I don't know if she made it out.
Probably did, because she got a lot of explaining to do.
I would be happy if she did make it out, but I understand, because that was wow. The stakes are high now.
Right. She was probably someplace in the back, because that would make sense. The people in the back are farthest from the blast.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the droid was sort of like in the middle of the room.
When I saw that scene, I just couldn't believe it. Like, my goodness, I was not expecting that. But it's a gangster film, so this is what happens. So now the final scene. All right, we're back with Luke and Grogu. We finally see what the Mandalorian made out of that beskar. It's an armor. It's a body armor for Grogu to wear.
Yeah, it's like chainmail.
Yeah.
Like the chainmail chest plate from Minecraft.
Exactly. And
first time I've made Minecraft reference on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be the last time. Minecraft fan you are, yes. But so we have the armor. So Luke said, you can have this armor, it's yours. Or you can have this lightsaber. Which
is actually Yoda's lightsaber.
Green lightsaber that used to belong to Yoda. But you have to choose. You can't do both, right? If you choose the armor, then that means that you go back to the Mandalorian. and your days as a Jedi are numbered. You wouldn't be focused enough to become a Jedi, or you can train with me, and I can train you to be one of the best Jedi out there. But you'd have to forsake all your relationships. What's Grogu going to do? What's he going to choose? We don't know.
Because literally,
that's how the episode ends.
For me, because the first Mandalorian was both Jedi and Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is going to happen. Also, I think they want to keep Grogu alive for as long as possible, because we all know what happens to that Jedi temple with Kylo and Luke and all that stuff. Yeah. So if Grogu picks going back to the Mandalorian, at least we know he'll survive through that for at least another 1,000 years.
That's a very good point. That's a very good. And you were talking about Tar Vizsla, the founder of the he was the
Vizsla clan.
Right. Yes, he was a Jedi, and he was the one that created the Darksaber. So he was a Jedi and a Mandalorian. So it was a.
Why you gotta make a pick?
It seems unfair that Grogu had to choose one, but it's not surprising. We were expecting that. We talked about that. We talked about the Jedi code in the past, and that's how it is.
I do like their code.
Yeah, well, it's Anakin. He didn't like the code that much either. And yeah, so it's not an easy code to live by. But anyway, I have no idea what's going to happen in Episode 7, but I am looking forward to it. As a Star Wars fan, I'm telling you, I've been a Star Wars fan for all of my life, pretty much. And so have you. And this episode was just opening doors to possibilities. If you just really think about it, you can bring back Luke from 30 years ago. You can bring back Han. You can bring back Leia. You can bring back Billy D. Williams as Lando. It just opens up possibilities. We're just going to have another episode to just talk about what the possibilities are for Star Wars now that we have this groundbreaking special effects. All right. But that's for another time. This was a wonderful episode. It's a dream come true.
I'm happy.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So just to let you know, so we are in Cincinnati. We are here to support Damon Gupton. He is the principal conductor of the Cincinnati Pops. And on Saturday the 5th, and Sunday the 6th, he is going to be performing with the Pops the music of John Williams. So if you are a fan of John Williams, you must check this out. So there's a live stream. The Sunday concert will be live streamed on Sunday, this Sunday, February the 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. You can find it on the Cincinnati Pops YouTube channel. I also believe it's on their Facebook channel. And you can also watch it on Sisters with Sabers. Sisters with Sabers YouTube channel will also cover the concert, and that's going to be a fun time. That's why we're here. We will be there in person to support Damon. We're looking forward to it, and I'm just so thrilled, And again, once again, the reason for the celebration is John Williams on February the 8th will be turning 90 years old. 90 years old. The maestro. What he's done for Star Wars and film music is countless. We could sit here and talk about John Williams for another 2 hours, but
he has done so much for Star Wars, just brought it to life. Yes. I mean, Star Wars would not be the same if John Williams. Yeah, I almost said George. John Williams didn't compose it.
That music is just as important to the actual filmmaking itself. You know what I mean? Like you can't have one without the other. I can't imagine that. So looking forward to seeing Damon Gupton and hearing the music of John Williams tomorrow, Sunday. We're filming on Saturday. Sunday is a live stream, February the 6th, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Where can people find us? Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Audible, or wherever you get your podcast. All right. We also have a YouTube channel. Like and subscribe like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love for you to and write us a review. Again, write us a review. Pass the word along about this channel. We love what we do, but in order to support us, we like for you to just subscribe and just listen to us on your favorite streaming platform. Leave a review there as well. All right. So that is it. So until Chapter 7 next week, take care, and we will see you again.